so I might be getting the whole school sick, and I'm fine to own that, but I didn't do it on purpose. My desk is organized. I left out my class rosters, my sub plans, some things for rewards, and worksheets in case a class gets crazy. Good morning vlog and happy Tuesday. I have been really pushing the envelope here when it comes to leaving for school. I used to leave an hour early for school. Now I'm really going for like 30 minutes to 35 minutes, and it takes me a good 20 to get there. I mean, honestly, I don't know why I would get there so early, because sometimes I would legit like put my head down because I was so tired and stuff. So there's really like no benefit to getting there early. I always have my stuff ready the day before because my plan bell's at the end of the day. So it's not like I'm getting there early and prepping. I mean, sometimes there's copies to be made, whatever, but there's always time to get it done at school. So I don't think I necessarily needed to be going that early, but I have been feeling rushed, which is a personal problem. This week I've been having trouble getting up to like both days. Today's Tuesday, and yesterday and today I had to PayPal my success partner $5 because we're my accountability partner, because we have a PayPal challenge going on right now where we have to wake up by a certain time that we chose, and if we don't send the other one a picture of us with the timestamp on it by that time, we owe the other person $5. And both days, yesterday I woke up and then I fell back asleep. So I did timestamp it, and I could have lied and been like, yeah, I was up the whole time, but I mean, what's the point in lying? That's not helping me with accountability. So I PayPal'd her yesterday, and then today, I don't know what happened, because I even pushed back my wake up time this week because I was having trouble waking up last week. So I pushed it back to 4:30 from 4, and today I like didn't even hear my alarms, so I slept till 6. I'm like, so I PayPal'd her again, but she had to PayPal me today. So really I only lost $5 because she couldn't do it today either. But I don't know what's been going on. I think it really has to do with like the cold weather and just like, ugh, the weather here is just, ugh, like it's horrible. It's so freaking cold, and being in bed feels so good, and I like a weighted blanket in bed, and my dogs are sleeping there, and oh, it's so heavenly. But I digress. Anyways, tomorrow I am actually off school because I have a sick day, because I have to go to my doctor and get a bunch of shots for South Africa and something else personal, but I can't take like a half day in my district. They don't do half days, probably because we have like 70 schools in our district. It's humongous, and they all have different start times. Not every single one, but there's like 3 different start times. So I guess if you took a half day, it would be really confusing for people who are subbing, because they need to know like what start time your building has and all that stuff. I don't know. I assume that's why. But anyways, half days aren't a thing here. So, and my doctor's appointment actually fell at a really inconvenient time. It's at like 9:40, which means I couldn't have went in because we don't start till 7:30. And if I came after, it would be like 1 bell before my plan bell. So it also worked out that it's right in the middle of the majority of my classes, because it's also on the opposite side of town from where I live and the opposite side of town from where I work. So I work like 30 minutes away, although like I said, in the morning it takes like 15 minutes because there's just, I take all highways there and everybody's on the move. But on like a rush hour or just like a Sunday, sometimes it could take like 30 minutes to get there. And this other part of town I'm going to takes like 30 minutes to get to, but in a different direction. So whatever. I am sort of excited to have the day off. I'm excited to have the day off and not actually be sick, because everybody has the flu at my school. I've been actually really scared that I was going to get it, because I wasn't sure if I could still get my shots and stuff if I was sick. So I'm really grateful that I have not caught whatever it was. I did feel sick like 2 weekends ago on Friday. I felt horrible, and I felt horrible Saturday, and then I felt not great but better on Sunday. So I don't know if that was my body getting whatever the sickness is, but I have not gotten the flu shot this year, and the flu is what's really hit our building. So pretty pumped about that. I don't know if my immunity is getting better because I'm always like hugging kids every single day, all day, which is possible because I mean that's why like my sister's a nurse and she like rarely gets sick, but she's around sickness all the time. You know, it's like, it's interesting how your body just builds up all of these shields and these armors to protect you from this stuff when you're around it so much. Because if I had $1 this month for every kid that has thrown up or but like snotted, like not even sneezed, but like sneezed into their hand, and there's a oh my god, that's so, I came in, you know where I'm going with that, teachers, I don't need to describe it, but you know, like if I had $1 for just those 2 incidents, I wouldn't need to teach anymore. That's how gross our kids are right now, and I teach all 700 of them, and here's a big issue, so don't come for me please, because I just I just realized this was that the sickness in the school, I might be contributing to it, and I didn't mean to, and I haven't really thought about it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, school. Okay, so we got an email from the nurse to the staff, and she's like, please, like, the sickness is so bad, like, there's so many, because, like, we have 3 nurses at our school. Our school has, like, a school-based health center. Our school's freaking awesome. We have so many supports. Our district is amazing because we're in an extremely low-income area. We're 100% poverty population, and we have a school-based health center where kids can actually get all their shots. They can get like, I think even like adults can come up to the health center if I'm correct. I know we can get stuff if we are like signed off on it. Our kids get dental work, not at school, they go somewhere for that, but sometimes the dental people come in like once a year to check everybody. So anyways, I know some schools don't even have nurses, so we're super grateful to have like a team of nurses. We also have 700 kids, so keep that in mind. Anyways, so we got an email. She's like, please, like, it's so horrible, like, don't let them share stuff. If you're like, some of the classes use these like all-star badges, or basically it's like kids who are doing the right thing get to keep their badge and whatever. She's like, can you please like sanitize the all-star badges, or like maybe just don't do them for a couple weeks, like blah blah blah. And then the art teacher came up to me and she's like, yeah, did you see that email? And I was like, yeah, I didn't even like think anything of it. I'm like, oh, we don't do all-star badges. She's like, yeah, not sharing like isn't really an option for me. And I'm like, oh wait, oh no, we've been playing ukuleles for like 2 months and everybody shares the same like 30 ukuleles throughout the whole building. So I might be getting the whole school sick, and I'm fine to own that, but I didn't do it on purpose. So now, as of yesterday, when I became aware that I might be contributing to this situation, I am making the kids get hand sanitizer on their way out. But I'm like, what am I supposed to do? You can't like sanitize ukuleles. I mean, if you can, then please let me know in the comments. I don't think it's a thing though. I feel like if I sprayed anything on them, it could distort the like wood. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something that I could do. So anyways, I felt so bad because I was completely just like ignorant to the fact that I possibly was contributing to germs being spread a lot. Like I thought, oh, all the kids sit on the floor, like the carpet probably hasn't been cleaned, like that might be not helping. But I didn't think, yeah, you're like literally putting something in their hands and then every other kid holds it in their hands, and yeah, I didn't mean to. I didn't think about it. I'm sorry, Nurse Alex, if you're watching this. I didn't do it on purpose. I just love the ukulele, and we just been having such a good time. But speaking of the ukulele, on another note, because for some reason when I do these like car vlogs, I don't know if they get on your nerves. I enjoy filming them because I feel like I'm actually talking to someone, even though I high-key probably look crazy from the people next to me. But when I'm editing them, I'm like, oh my god, this is literally a 10-minute video of me talking to myself. So let me know if you guys like the car vlogs where I just sort of catch you up, or if you think I like need to stop talking so much. That's also okay. You can tell me that. It'll hurt my feelings a little bit, but you can say it anyways. So anyways, we have changed what we're doing in music class. The 4th through 6th graders are going to continue ukuleles through spring break. We have like 3 more weeks till spring break, which is like 3 more classes for them, because they're still really excited about it, and anything that they're excited about, I'm trying to ride that wave. What are those words? I'm trying to ride that wave like as long as I can. But the little kids, like, they can only do so much with the ukuleles, and then it becomes a little bit like too challenging for them to the point where a lot of them get really frustrated and give up, which is not what I want to do in music class, obviously. So for the little kids, we have switched to rhythms and percussion instruments, which they're super excited about, because honestly, I don't know why, but this year I really have not touched my percussion or my ORF instruments that much. I don't know, I can't even remember what we did in the fall. Everything is a blur to me. I know we did a whole month where we learned about the instruments in like every class, because by the way, if you have not been following me for a long time, you're probably like, why do you not follow like age specific curriculum? So yeah, last year I started at this building, and before I got here, they had a long-term sub for 2 or 3 years. And before that, they had a different teacher who had a lot of like, I don't know, there were like classroom management issues before that. So needless to say, the only kids who really got a good primary music education foundation would be the 6th graders I had last year, but they didn't really remember anything, so that was sort of a lose-lose situation. So basically, when I got here last year, I gave all the classes, well, I started to, and then I was like, okay, this is unnecessary. I gave all the classes like a little bit of a diagnostic test. Of course, kindergarten, those are my babies. They started from scratch with me, so anything that my 1st graders or my kindergartners produce is 100% me and my fault or my win. But everything else, someone else had them before me. And so I gave them like a little bit of a diagnostic, like, what do you guys know? And they literally knew nothing. Like, I'm not even being dramatic. They had never seen a quarter note. They could not tell you the names of any instruments. Like, if I showed them a trumpet, they didn't know what it was. Like, the only instruments they could recognize were piano, guitar, drum. Like, it was, and that went all the way up to 6th grade. Like, none of them knew anything about music. But they love music, and that was good. The person who was here before me, the long-term sub, he was really good at classroom management and had good relationships with them. So that's amazing. Honestly, this is gonna sound probably crazy, but I would have rather walked into the situation I did where there was good classroom management and steady foundation than walked into a situation where they were learning more, but there was no classroom management and there were a lot of discipline issues and stuff like that. Because that's a lot harder to commandeer than going into a room where the kids sort of enjoyed being there anyways. They just weren't really learning exactly what they should have been. So all I had to focus on was continuing the classroom management. It's funny because I am completely opposite of this long-term sub they had before me, and the kids really liked him, and I've met him. He's a very nice guy, but he's an older black man, and so me coming in like a 4-year-old white lady, definitely different for the kids, but it worked out well. And I think I've done a pretty good job at catching them up as much as I can. But that's why for different grade levels, I often have them doing the same things, because I just feel like there are some things they really need to know before they go into 7th grade. Like, so everybody did an instrument unit in the fall because none of them know the instruments, and I think it's really important that if they're going into the 7th grade, because that's when they leave, that they are able to recognize instruments. I don't care if they were supposed to learn that in the 5th grade, the 2nd grade, whatever, they need to know it. The end. So that's a little bit, if you're a music teacher and you're like, why are your kids all doing the same thing? It's because they're all pretty much, they started at the same place no matter what grade they were in. But some groups have progressed a lot more. Some groups have chosen to join my after-school groups. I have an after-school choir and after-school ukulele ensemble, so the kids in those groups have obviously had more enrichment. They've definitely flourished. I have some extremely talented kids. I have some kids that can really read music now. I'm super proud of how far my kids have come since last year. I mean, it's pretty amazing, and that's not all me or anything. I'm not like, I'm super proud because I'm awesome. They've worked really hard and they enjoy being in class and they put an effort forth. So anyways, I feel like I haven't touched the ORF instruments this year. So once we get back from spring break, I think we're gonna ORF it out till May, because we'll have like 2 months, which is really only like 8 classes. I think we're just gonna get our ORF on. I'm so weird. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't. It's just who I am. Okay. But proof that, well, this will be edited, I guess, a little bit, so it won't really be full 15. It'll be pretty freaking close though. proof that I really can get to school because I'm already on our street. I mean, I have to go up a giant hill, but it's only 7:13. I left at like 6:58, so I told you I could get here fast. You didn't believe me. You should believe me. Oh my gosh, morning duty was so cold. I've got to look up the real field temperature because it was horrible. Okay, the real feel is 10 degrees. So cold, but it has to be like negative something for us to have a cold day. I'm not saying we should have had a cold day. I'm just saying it was really cold out there for morning duty. Okay, so I just decided something crazy. I have a sup coming tomorrow. I have a plan bell right now, and I have a plan bell at the end of the day, which is amazing timing. I need to do lesson plans first, so I'm going to take care of lesson plans first. Then at my end of the day plan bell. After school I also have a curriculum meeting, but it's not till 4:30, and I canceled my after school ensembles this week. I think I'm going to Marie Kondo my classroom today because I have so much clutter and like stuff that needs to go somewhere, or at least I'm gonna Marie Kondo like certain areas. Like my big closet needs some help. There's some other situations like over here, this needs some help. So I think I'm gonna do it because between my plan bell, which is like 40 minutes, and the time I have from school ending to when I need to leave for my meeting, that's like an hour and a half. So I have like 2 hours. I could do some serious damage in 2 hours. So I'm gonna Marie Kondo my classroom today. Wish me luck because I am a hoarder. Like I really am. Alright, sub plans are made and I'm ready for my first class. Okay, my plan about Marie Kondoing my room, no freaking way, I'm so tired. Our internet went down around 12 o'clock, right before I had all my younger classes, which of course are the classes where I use the most technology because I use the most variation. So my throat is so sore. I had to do a lot more talking than I usually do, a lot more like counting out loud when usually we'd have a backtrack to keep us on. I was a metronome essentially. So I'm drinking a mix of emergency and pre-workout. It's so good, but it'll also give me a little energy boost. I need to finish getting my sub stuff together. So I pretty much need to write down like where everybody sits on all these rosters, which is easy. I need to clean off my desk. I definitely need to clean out that area, and I need to clean out the front area. Everything else should be fine for the sub, and I'll Marie Kondo it another day because there's no way I'm just taking everything out right now and figuring out where things are going. I will lose it. So I'm gonna take a short break for like 10 minutes, have a snack, drink my drink. I'm literally like a baby right now. I'm like, the only thing I'm missing is a nap. And then get into cleaning for the last 35 minutes, and then if I need to come back and clean when I'm done with my duty, then I could do that. But what a day. All right, did a pretty good job. Got the ukuleles completely put away, calming corners cleaned up, that's organized. My desk is organized. I left out my class rosters, my sub plans, some things for rewards, and worksheets in case a class gets crazy. Obviously taking my backpack, my water. I wrote the sub like computer login stuff. I spread out my circles so they're in the right place. I cleaned up this whole table. It was sort of a hot mess. This guy needs to be super glued back on. I'll just put him back there for now. I have step form there just in case, but that's only one. That's not super helpful. I need to erase the board. Okay, board's clean. And I am ready to go. I just need to make sure, yeah, I have the remote control for the projector there. And the computer is set to start. It should go straight to, yep, straight to what I want it to. Tomorrow they're watching a Stomp. It's like a full movie from HBO. And yeah, it's just a Stomp thing. You know, it's pretty cool. They watched it last year, but it's been a really long time and we're doing a percussion unit, so I thought, why not? Good morning, happy Wednesday. I did not close out the vlog yesterday, so I just wanted to tell you what I did. I went to a meeting at a restaurant. It was called Taglio. If you live in Cincinnati, it was so good, with the curriculum council from my school. And then I came home and decided I was not going to running club because it was like 5 degrees. It was freezing. And I came home and took a bath and then watched some TV and went to bed. So that was pretty much it. Thank you for watching the vlog. Be sure to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and I hope you are having a fabulous day wherever you are.